It was an experiment that tampered with nature's most basic laws. It went terribly wrong. It was buried 5 miles down. Now, a crew of undersea miners is about to stumble upon this terrifying secret.
Shack to 7, what's going on out there, Williams?
My God, are you picking this up?
Look at that. Leviathan.
Currently with a Russian fleet in the Baltic Sea.
Currently it's rusted junk and we're looking at it. What's your air reading?
20 minutes.
Do something quick. We've lost him. My crew's in jeopardy.
But you have no proof.
I'm ordering you to start an emergency medical evacuation.
What if it turns out to be nothing?
Help me. It's already killed one man.
My breathing stopped. I'm losing compression. I can't breathe.
Whatever got Six-Pack and Bowman, it's still here.
I feel something. Somebody's alive in here.
What's going on? Six-Pack. Six-Pack, answer.
Don't go in there. Don't touch anything. What are you trying to tell us, Doc?
It absorbs the intelligence of its victims.
Thank goodness you're still alive.
When are you coming? I say we protect ourselves.
Leviathan.
Hey everyone, this is Mario again, coming at you with another movie review. Today I'm reviewing a movie that I saw not that long ago. I've been meaning to review it ever since I saw it, but I keep forgetting it. But today I remembered. I'm like, well, I might as well do the review tonight. And that movie is the 1989 science fiction horror movie Leviathan. As you guys know, a while back, Matt did a bunch of reviews about the underwater theme movies that came out in '89. This being one of them. The other ones were DeepStar Six, Abyss, Lord of Deep, The Rift. And out of all those, this is the only one I've seen, but I want to give the Abyss a watch soon too, so maybe around Halloween I'll do that review. Not a horror movie from what I understand, but still science fiction related. But anyway, this movie is directed by George Cosmatos, who also directed Rambo First Blood Part 2, Cobra, two of my favorite action movies, and a movie called Of Unknown Origin, which I've heard of that movie, but I haven't seen it. And all the other films that only other film he's directed that I know off the top of my head is Tombstone, which I haven't seen yet. The one after that is this one called Shadow Conspiracy, which stars Charlie Sheen. You know what that means? That movie's doing? Winning. You know, I can't resist doing a Charlie Sheen reference like that. You know me. Anyway, the movie stars Peter Weller, Richard Crenna, Amanda Pays, Daniel Stern, Ernie Hudson, Michael Karamine, and Lisa Helly-Bacher. Now, the acting performances from all those guys are solid. Peter Weller, it's nice to see him in a role away from the RoboCop films, which this is the only role other than the first two RoboCop movies I've seen him in off the top of my head. Let me check his filmography real quick. See if I've seen anything else that he's in. He's in Of Unknown Origin. Another reason for me to watch that. In that movie, Naked Launch, Round to Ruin, Dreamers, yep, these are the only three movies I've seen him in. And of course, Richard Crenna, we all know him, you know, Colonel Trotman from the Rambo movies. In this movie, he plays a doctor. It's kind of at first, it's kind of hard to see him playing the doctor, I guess, because I'm used to him, you know, playing a military guy since that's the only role I've seen him in. But he does play a very well doctor, and he does say one of my favorite lines in the movie. Something in Latin, and then Peter Weller asks him, what's that mean? Don't fuck with Mother Nature, which, with the plot of this movie, that is true. Daniel Stern, he does pretty good in this movie. He is funny, as always. I've always liked Daniel Stern. I first saw him in the Home Alone movies, and of course, that movie Bushwhacked, which I thought he was funny in, and then I've seen some of his scenes from the movie Chud, which I still have to watch the movie in its entirety, like I said, around Halloween probably. But he's excellent in this movie. And then Ernie Hudson, he's excellent as well. All the actors do excellent jobs. And the score is by Jerry Goldsmith, and it's magnificent. And the effects are done, I believe, I could be wrong, but I think it's by Stan Winston's company. Wikipedia is a no help here because all it says is soundtrack, critical reception, and the synopsis and cast. That's it. Yeah, that's all it says. It's no help. So if any of you guys watching this know if the effects in this movie were done by Stan Winston, let me know. Now, this film, it was received poorly by critics. Like, it only has an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes, and this is what I think of that. Because I have to say, this is a very good movie. I can see why this, if I remember right, this was Matt's favorite of the underwater movies, and I can see why. I haven't seen the other ones, but I can see why. It has a very good pace, you have likable characters, great effects, and it's a good story. Everything is excellent. Now, I know people complain, oh, it rips off Aliens and The Thing. I don't seem to care. I like Alien, and I like The Thing. Put them in the same movie. Combine the plots in a blender and throw in an underwater sequence. It's a win for me. And, of course, it's underwater. So, instead of in space, you're underwater. Where nobody can hear you scream either. Because if you try to scream... and... that's the one reason I like the camaraderie between the actors, because like an Alien, you get that trucker vibe, only it's miners in this case, and it's a very good vibe. And also, the effects by Stan Winston add to how those two, the Thing and the Alien thing, how the combination of the plot elements of those films kind of would fit together with him doing the effects. Now, whether or not it's intentionally ripping off those movies, I'd say probably more they're homaging it with the plot, but whether it's intentional or not, I don't know, because I'm not David Peoples or... Peoples? That's his last name? But that guy got picked on a lot in school. Let's see what else this guy wrote. David Peoples. Apparently, Blade Runner is under his name, which I haven't seen that movie, but I still need to... Yeah, I've had the DVD here, still haven't watched it now. Shame on me, shame on me, shame on me. Unforgiven, I gotta watch that movie one day. And then that movie Soldier, I think that's the movie that Effrey recommended I give a watch. Yeah, it's a movie I give that movie a watch. Then the other writer was a guy named Jeb Stewart. Die Hard, another movie I gotta give a review. The Fugitive. Cool. So, like I said, I'd have to actually ask the guys if I ever got the chance if the similarities to Alien and The Thing are, coincidental. But like I said, it's not a problem for me. I mean, I see it more as homaging than ripping off. And besides, with how long storytelling has been going around, nothing's original anymore. Something has either been done before or there's something similar to it. So, unless it's a blatant ripoff like that movie Great White, which is a blatant ripoff of the Jaws movie. Something like that, oh yeah. But this, I see it like combining the premises of two movies I like, and it doesn't really bother me. Now, the plot of the movie is that we have these miners underground. They work for this company called Tri-Oceanic Corp, and they're on a 90-day shift. And they have to meet a quota or else they get some of their pay docs. So they're trying to go fast to reach it. Anyway, they find, during one of their working shifts, they find the remains of this ship called Leviathan, which lends it to the title. And they find this one crate. They bring it on board into their living container place, and they open it, and they find some stuff in it. One of the things is a bottle of vodka. And Daniel Stern's character steals a flask. And of course, he drinks from it. It's from there that he gets infected and starts spreading the infection around. And so they have to deal with this creature. Now, the doctor character is the one that eventually figures out what's going on. And they find out that the Russians were experimenting with sea life to try to combine man with fish. The creature from the Black Lagoon. I think the creature from the Black Lagoon is going to sue somebody. That's right, I'm tired of a Russian trying to steal my spotlight. In case you're wondering, that's a play on that one Creature from the Black Lagoon cereal voice from Robot Chicken. Frankenstein's got his own cereal? Who the fuck is Blueberry? Or the Black Macaroon from the Creature of the Black Lagoon. Yeah, that one. And That's basically when, like I mentioned earlier, Krenner's line of "Don't fuck with Mother Nature." That's when he says that after he finds out the whole thing, and from there it just goes on to them trying to kill the creature, and the creature taking people out one by one. I'm not gonna say anything other about the plot than that, but if you watch the movie, you can see why some people complain about it, saying it's too, like aliens and the thing. Like the part from the thing that takes is the creature, how it turns you into another creature, I guess. That's all from the thing I really see, and also them discovering it, coming across another place that was experimenting or found the thing, and then taking it back to their house, and then starts taking them out one by one. That's from the thing. The rest of it is kind of like Alien, the trucker vibe, them working for someone, and then of course the whole thing with the company not giving a crap about them, seeing it as expendable. Every one of them is expendable. I know I couldn't resist that plot. But like I said earlier, it doesn't really get to me. I mean, like I said, it's a win for me. I mean, I know there's going to be people out there who complain about it, but if you don't like the film because of that, that's you. Don't start yelling at me, "Oh, you're stupid," if you like it, because I actually have checked a couple comments on my old channel. I did get some hate comments for a couple of reviews. I blocked the guy's ass, so it doesn't matter. I win. They'll say it more like Lesnar. I win. No, Brock, we all win. My review for Leviathan, I give it a 5 out of 5 because I can't think of anything wrong with it. Like I said, great effects, great acting from the cast, great score by Jerry Goldsmith, great direction by Georgie. And it's just everything in the story, which like I said, it is similar to Aliens and the Thing, but I like those two movies, and together it's a win. Now, this is probably a film that I'm glad they didn't make a sequel to, because I don't see how you could have made a sequel to this movie because they basically take all the loose ends in the plot are tied up. I know some people would say the same thing about Alien, but there are loose ends in Alien that a sequel did tie up. With Aliens, you probably didn't need a sequel, but that's a whole other series of reviews that I'm going to get to later on down the road. Like I said, 5 out of 5, and that's the end of this review.